إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وأعز المرسلين سيدنا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى من والاه أبد الآبدين يا أرحم الراحمين وسلم تسليما كثيرا. يقول الحق جل ثناؤه في محكم تنزيله بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فلعلك باخع نفسك على آثارهم إن لم يؤمنوا بهذا الحديث أسفا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that you are on the verge of killing yourself out of grief for them, that they may not believe in this revelation. Out of your grief over them, you are on the verge of killing yourself. Ya Rasulullah, Ya Habibi, Ya Rasulullah, Ya Habibi, Ya Rasulullah, Fida, Ya Rasulullah, Ruhi lahu Fida. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. باخر نفسك. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have said قاتل نفسك. He could have said you are on the verge. There's many different words for killing in the Arabic language. I'm sorry. There was a lot of wars being fought with all these tribes, so they've got a few synonyms for killing. But the word باخر is very interesting, because the bukha, according to a Zamakhshari, is the membrane around the marrow in the vertebrae of the animal, in the spinal cord of the animal. That's called bukha. And bakhia is when you take a knife and you don't just stop with cutting the carotid artery. No, you keep cutting and you keep cutting and you keep cutting and you dig into that neck and you dig into that neck, so that the animal feels every inch of that blade as it is virtually decapitated, until the blade reaches the spinal cord in the back of the neck. And that is the word that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to illustrate the pain in the Prophet's heart, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, for this wretched soul, sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi. And he said, none of you will have perfect faith until I become more beloved to you than yourselves and your possessions and your family and everything you own and everything you love. And why is that the case? Because he loved you more than he loved himself. He loved you individually more than he loved himself. You are his preoccupation. He came into this world without ever having the chance to say, Abi, my father. For Allah wanted him to say, Rabbi, my Lord. And he scarcely could say, Ummi. And it's because Allah wanted him to say, Ummati. He couldn't say, Ummi. He couldn't say, my mother. And it's because Allah wanted him to say, my Ummah. So his heart was connected to you and me before he even knew that he was a prophet. His heart was connected to his ummah. What do you think took him to the top of the mountain? كنت أبث همي إلى الله. I would broadcast and convey my sorrows to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What sorrows do you have, Rasulullah? What are your sorrows? Because the sorrows of people at that time drove them to poetry if they were personal. But his sorrows were always about other people. And he loves you more than he loves himself. For that reason, he was about to kill himself over you and me. Drive himself to the point of death over you and me. Torturing himself over something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already decreed who would believe and who would not believe. This is his love for his ummah. This is his love for every individual in his ummah, for every individual by name in his ummah. Say sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Say sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. 2 angels were just dispatched at this second 2 angels were just dispatched this second from your presence, from your nearness. Angels that follow you, waiting for the salawat. And they race one another to the soul of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, trying to be the first to actually convey your salam to him, that so-and-so, the son of so-and-so, or so-and-so, the daughter of so-and-so. So not just your name is mentioned, but the name of your blessed father and mother are mentioned to him every time you say sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allah sends His spirit back to his body so that He could return salams to you personally, because He loves you so much. Is the time not now to fall in love with this man? And if it's not now, then when? Isn't it time to fall in love? Isn't it time to give yourself to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? هل جزاء الإحسان إلى الإحسان? Is the reward for beauty anything but beauty? And has He not been beautiful to us? Has He not treated us with utter beauty? Has He not given us His all? Has He not given us everything that He had? Has He not given us His wealth? Has He not given us His self? Has He not given us His family members to die for us on the battlefield? Has He not sacrificed every possible thing in this world to sacrifice? And why did He do it? Because He loved you individually more than He loved Himself. And so your faith and mine are not perfect until we love Him back more than we love ourselves. These selves, these nufus, these egos that He was sent to cleanse them from our grasp, to wrest them from our clutches. He was sent to take these egos out of our clutches, to mold them, to perfect them, to beautify them, to adorn them. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He is the mirror of the soul. He is the mirror of the soul. Every one of the virtues of the soul, every one of the vices in the soul, if they're projected upon His mirror, then we know just where we are in the balance. He is the pristine mirror of the ruh. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Every virtue that He has, you have the capacity to reach. And every vice that He has forsaken, you have the capacity to forsake. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala adorns you with His names and His attributes. The more you polish that image of your soul upon the mirror of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is it not time? Is the time not now? Is it not time? طلع البدر علينا من ثنية الوداع. The full moon emerged above us from ثنية الوداع. The full moon emerged above us from ثنية الوداع. The Sahaba, when they sang this song, the men and the women and the children and the slaves, the free, everyone who came out to greet the Prophet ﷺ and receive him, they received him with these blessed, beautiful words that the full moon has emerged above us from this place called Thaniyat al-Wada'. And Thaniyat al-Wada' was what they named the place from which he emerged. But Thaniyah is a fold, and Wada' is farewell. So the only way that the full moon of the Prophet ﷺ will emerge above us, personally, in our own hearts, is once we fold that page and bid farewell to everything that came before. Once we fold that page of sin on our heart and bid those sins farewell. Once we fold the page on our addictions and bid those addictions farewell. Once we fold the page on all of our vices and transgressions and infractions and bid those all farewell, fi sabilillah, and make hijrah to Allah and hijrah to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Hijrah means to forsake, yuhajir means to abandon it, to let it go, to forsake it and never go back to it. That's hijrah. That's hijrah. Are we prepared tonight to make a hijrah from our nafs, to Allah and His Messenger? Risalat Tabukiyya Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyya, he writes that Risalat Tabukiyya, the first half of the book, is all about making hijrah to Allah. And the second half of the book is all about making hijrah to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Are you packed tonight? Are you packed? Are your bags packed tonight? Are you prepared for the hijrah? Are you prepared to take this journey? Are you prepared to take this journey tonight toward Allah and His Messenger? Are you prepared? Labbaik ya Rasulullah. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Labbaik la sharika laka labbaik. Inna al-hamda wal-ni'mata laka wal-mulk la sharika lak.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم.